Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the
Come on, man.
And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to
Colby Parkinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The extra point is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's a gain of 6.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way. Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny. Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it. And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different. Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter. It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
At the 17-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
On the option, Jackson will keep it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts. Score. Touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Colts 14. Jaguars 6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Akers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Akers. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead.
Kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Simmons on the tackle.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10.
Jackson's pass.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
1st
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To throw is Jackson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Akers, and he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Chambers. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 47.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Brings up 2nd and
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Noah Spence in on the stop.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Noah Spence able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
13. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's a run with Akers on second down. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Jaguars! Cam Akers with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Check. Lucky. Report.
A first down carry for Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
On second and 11 now. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll throw. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
First down.
They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. It's a run with Akers. They're going to keep it on the ground. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derrick Henry with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Colts add on to their lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. J.J. Nelson. J.J. Nelson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Extra point splits the uprights.